Well, hi everyone. It's just gone 6 o'clock on Wednesday the 16th of August. So we're now into, well into the third week of Lunasa, and I put a little video up when that began. I've decided to come down here to the end of the driveway. I've had to close the gate because Jack thinks it's his licence to go out on the road. Because as I was driving down here earlier on, I noticed a real change in the colouring of the leaves. So I'm just going to walk up and then pan the camera back so you can see. Oh, before I do that, I've got a big thank you. Thank you for subscribing to Bealtaine Cottage. Because over the past 2 weeks, the number of subscribers has jumped by 1,000, which is incredible and wonderful, and I thank you very much. Now, I think the subscriber number now stands at 5,000. A growing interest in all things green and beautiful and abundant. Now, talking of green, probably see, just put my glasses on so I can see, you can probably see a bit of a golden hue coming over the willow in particular. There's definitely a colour change happening. So this is the beginning, well no, it's not the beginning, it's towards the end, or towards the middle of the third week of Lunasa. So there's a lot of change happening in the leaves. And you can see here, look at this in the birch tree. Some of the leaves are starting just to colour. Of course there's lots of fruit out, so here's some blackberries. Another sign that we're well into Lunasa. And the berries on the hawthorn are beginning to turn red. Rather beautiful. I'll just go to the edge of the pond here. So you can see all the rain that's been excuse me, that's been happening here. It's been falling. It's filled the pond. I dare say has also filled the spring well on the hill above the cottage, but I'm still only getting a trickle of water down. So I'm thinking to myself, it's possible that there's a lot of silt blocking the pipe in the loft. Oh, if only I had a plumber here who could sort it out. Because I obviously need now to get up into the loft and take the little ball cock and weight and stuff off that pipe that feeds into the tank, and then see if I can't flush out the silt that's blocking it. Oh, it's another job for another day. I'm not going to worry too much about it at the moment. There you can see the willow, the leaves turning. And here, look at this, the stream is actually full. I think I filmed this last week and it was completely dry. So this is the stream that takes all the excess water out of the pond and down into another little stream that feeds into the River Firish, that then eventually feeds into the River Shannon, that then eventually feeds into the Atlantic Ocean. That's the Gunera manicata. Cow parsley. See, there's a change here in the birch tree. Birch trees. All those colours are happening. Actually, that's a lovely little planting arrangement. You know, if you plant birch trees and then you plant some crocosmia underneath, you get this beautiful kind of autumn blaze of colour. There's silly Jack doing a little crazy Jack. I'm just going to stand here now and wait for him because he's showing off, you see. Oh, he's come on this way. You're trying to confuse me, Jack. No, you know you're not allowed down there. Come back up here. So I'll just walk in through this way. Do you know, I'm noticing now, as the trees have cast the shade onto the land below them over the past few years, that not only has the soil here changed, but it's been colonised by plants like Spurge, which is beautiful. So that's come in from nowhere. The powers of regeneration. We'll soon be seeing mushrooms. Look at that bedrock. We'll go along here. I'm in my flip-flops, so I'm stepping rather gingerly. I've got to say that this is the most delightful aspect of the work that I've done on the Bealtaine project. The fact that I now have woodland to walk through and trees to walk amongst. I've got a fair few trees to plant this year as well. And I'm beginning another project in the tunnel. I've decided to dedicate a whole space to Mother Earth. So just a space where people can come and meditate and be still, be quiet, listen, take heed. This is the little spring well down in the Fairywood. Those of you who have a map will be able to locate it. Mushta, Jack, mushta. Standing in front of me. So this is the little spring well. You can see it bubbling up. So I'm just up now inside the Fairywood. I can hear a frog croaking. Probably the audio on this camera isn't picking it up. There's my little fungi. Look at that. So I'm now standing on top of the north bank, again for those of you who have a map. And then finally, before I sign off, I want to show you the pumpkin progress. So, here's one. And two. There's a few more smaller ones in there. I think the last shot is going to be of the green beech here as the leaves start to turn colour. They're just starting to yellow. This is going to look fabulous in another couple of weeks.